Hey everyone, Amber here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing the Wild Hare Kits Crafty tag. So I am on the Wild Hare Kits design team, and as a group, we all decided that it would be really fun to come up with a crafty tag full of fun craft-related questions that we could share on social media to help others get to know us better. And then our hope is that you guys will answer these questions as well so that we can get to know you better as well. So it is 12 questions, and I will leave them all listed down below in the description box so that you can copy and paste them and answer them on your Instagram or your blog or your YouTube. And you can also just answer them down below in the comment section of this video so that I can get to know you guys and we can see if we have any fun crafting similarities. So I will leave all the questions down below, and I will also leave links to all of the other design team members so that you can check out their social medias and see what they answered for these questions as well. And I will also leave a link to the Wild Hare Kits website so that you can check them out and see if you want to order a kit. They are super fun and custom made just for you, so be sure to stop by there and have a look. So now I'm just going to dive into answering the questions, starting with question 1, which is, what is one thing people don't know about you? So I find this question a bit difficult to answer because of two reasons. I feel like I am a bit of an open book. I don't really have too much that I keep to myself. I'm very kind of talkative, and I like to tell people things. And also, I just don't think I have that many interesting facts about myself to share. So I'm going to go with a bit of a generic answer and just say that I am a terrible cook, and most people don't know that. I think most people don't know that because I bake a lot and I am really good at baking. So I think it kind of gives a facade that I'm good at cooking too, but I'm really, really terrible at it. So if you're in the mood for a sweet treat, I can help you out, but if you want a home-cooked meal, you're better off going elsewhere. So question 2 is, how did you get into crafting? So I've always been very creative ever since I was a kid. I loved writing stories and drawing illustrations for them. So it's always kind of been a part of me. I recently got into crafting about 4 years ago. I started with Happy Mail. I had a lot of stuff going on with my health, and I found that I had a lot of time on my hands. So I wanted something to kind of fill that time, and I also wanted to feel like I was being productive. So crafting is a perfect fit for that because you're being productive because you are creating stuff with your own hands. But it's also really fun because you get to create super cute stuff like this embroidery hoop. And I loved Happy Mail because you get to share those creations with other people, and you get to open fun packages that they send back to you. And it was really just such a positive, happy experience. And because of that, I started getting into other types of crafting, such as memory keeping and just kind of like DIY home stuff and decor. And I just love all of it now. So that is how I got into crafting, and I don't see myself ever getting out of crafting. I am definitely obsessed with it. So question 3 is, what is something you are excited about in the paper crafting world right now? So I know I'm going to be a bit early on this, but I am so beyond excited for all of the fun Christmas collections that all of the brands are giving sneak peeks of so far for this year. They all look so fun and festive, and here in California it is summer and it is just so hot, and I'm so over it. So I am excited for the cooler weather and all the holiday cheer that comes with the Christmas season, and I just want to get my hands on those beautiful Christmas collections. Question 4 is, what is your favorite tool for crafting? So I love the We Are Memory Keepers Power Punch. I like to make a lot of chipboard albums, and if I want to add binder rings or tassels to them, I need something that can punch through the chipboard. And my old hole puncher was just super dull, and it couldn't punch through chipboard at all. So I did some research and found out about the Power Punch, and it's been one of my best purchases to date. I absolutely love it, and it comes in handy all the time. Question 5 is, what are your favorite patterns? So I love polka dots and stripes because they are very simple and you can use them to kind of build off of. But I also love florals and anything with gold foiling. So florals are just super pretty. I love to use them as a statement piece or to fussy cut the flowers out and use them as embellishments. And I also love gold foiling because it's just such a pretty accent on a project. Question 6 is, how many complete albums do you have? So I'm not really a scrapbooker. I have one completed album, which is my 2018 December daily. And I'm not super proud of how it came out, but I do enjoy looking back on it. So if you count mini albums, because I do make those quite a bit lately, I have about 5 through 7 of those completed. And I do hope to get into making albums more in the future. I'm going to definitely be doing a December daily this year, so that will be another one completed. But it would be nice to get into other forms of memory keeping and albums. Question 7 is, what is your favorite type of embellishment? So I love, love, love tassels. I just think they are so cute and finish off any project perfectly. I also love trim and flare. So flare is really fun because it kind of pops up off of the page, and trim, like that heart trim that I use there, it just kind of stands out and adds a nice little touch to any project. Question 8 is, what brand do you find yourself going back to? So I always find myself going back to crepe paper, and that is for one reason, which is Maggie Holmes. I absolutely love all of the Maggie Holmes collections. I feel like they all pretty much just speak to me. Even if I'm not drawn to them at first, they always grow on me and I find myself just loving them. So that is definitely one brand I always go back to. I also really enjoy brands like Pebbles and Simple Stories and Pink Paisley. Question 9 is, what is your best tip for getting in the zone and being productive in crafting? So I find that if I lack motivation to craft, or if I'm having a hard time just trying to create something, it's really nice to take the pressure off and just craft something I've crafted before. So it could be crafting a type of Happy Mail, and it will kind of get my creativity flowing, and then from there I can move on to new things that I wanted to try but just wasn't really feeling it at the time. So another trick is to lay all of your supplies out in front of you and just brainstorm what you can make, and then figure out what would be the easiest thing for you to make at that time while you're kind of dealing with that lack of motivation, and go from there. So I find that both of those things really help me out. So question 10 is, who inspires you? So a ton of people inspire me. I have so many friends in the crafting community on Instagram, and they have inspired me since day one, since I first started crafting. And I also lately am super inspired by Paige Evans, who makes the most beautiful mini albums and scrapbook layouts. I wish I had that talent. I always find myself looking to her Instagram whenever I am going to be making a mini album, just to get some inspiration and stuff like that. Question 11 is there a new type of craft you want to try but haven't yet? So I would love to try scrapbooking layouts. I love memory keeping with my mini albums and my December daily and stuff like that, but scrapbook layouts kind of intimidate me. They seem very detailed, and I'm not sure if I have what it takes to do that, but I would love to try. I definitely want to look into getting a Cricut or a Silhouette to use to get some cut files, and maybe that could kind of help me get into scrapbooking more. But scrapbooking is definitely something that is on my list to try. And the last question, question 12, is what do you hope to see in the future for paper crafting? So I would love to see the use of purple and yellow more often in paper crafting. They are my two favorite colors of all time, and I feel like they don't get used near as often as they should. And I say that as I'm using a collection that has a whole bunch of yellow in it, but I just love it so much. It's such a happy color, and I wish that people would use it more. And I feel like a lot of people don't lean towards purple in crafting, and I just think it's so pretty, so I would love to see that more. I would be so much more inclined to pick up collections if they had just more colors that kind of popped out to me. So that is the Wild Hare Kits Crafty tag. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you participate in this tag. Like I said, I will leave all of the questions down below so that you can give out your answers to them. I will also leave the hashtag below as well that we are using on social media, so you can tag your answers with that. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this process video as well. I had so much fun making this hoop. I will see you guys in my next video. Take care and happy crafting. Bye!